Good evening, Milwaukee. Welcome to another rendition of WMSE's Local Live. Here we are, kind of winding down for the year. We only got a couple more of these left, and we have a really exciting one tonight. A band indeed. That we should have had in here a while ago, but we just never got to. And we're really excited to have Saebra and Carlyle join us with a full band setup. And Cal, I know you're kind of mystified by them right now.
Well, the buzz has been building for quite some time, I'd say, based primarily on their live show, which if you've seen Saebra and Carlyle live, you probably have not forgotten the experience. They're like a super, just the purest embodiment of rock and roll energy that you're going to find anywhere. And, they released a split 7-inch with Abby Jean. I think that was earlier this year or maybe late last year. And then they just put out their brand new full-length, their debut full-length last month. And I'm very excited to hear that. I haven't been able to hear it yet. I don't know where you can find it, but I know it's on vinyl, so...
Probably at a show.
Probably at a show, yeah.
So we're just going to have to go to a show. I know they've got one coming up this week, Thursday, December 12th at the Pabst Brewery Tap Room. So they're going to be doing one of the Breaking and Entering shows. So that's this week, so I'm sure you could find a vinyl there. I've seen these guys several times, but never as a full band. I've only seen Saebra and Carlyle, literally. Okay. So I'm really excited to see them in their full-fledged bandom. And I think we should just let her rip. So let's let Saebra and Carlyle do their thing in a second. But first, we're going to thank those who make Local Live on WMSE possible each and every week. We'll be right back.
WMSE's Local Live is supported by Club Garibaldi. Located at 2501 South Superior Street in Bayview. Open 7 days a week, Club Garibaldi serves burgers, hot wings, and more, and features live music weekly. For more information and Club Garibaldi's live music events, visit clubgaribaldi.com.
And thanks, as always, to Club Garibaldi for supporting WMSE programming, especially Local Live. And now we're going to let Saebra and Carlyle rip into their first set. Trust me, I listened to Soundcheck. It's going to be great. And here they are kicking off a Local Live with a song called Spooky, live from the Bob and Genie Friedman Live Performance Studios. We bring you the music of Saebra and Carlyle.
By the spirit, and I'm haunted by your name. This is called Rock and Roll Love and Rose.
Asked you where are your clothes?
song is called New Guy.
You're so good at making me feel so bad. You're the best thing I've ever had. I've got two lovers
WMSE's Local Live, 91.7 FM.
Deadly Night.
Well, here we are again. How do you follow that up?
Festive.
Super spooky. Welcome into the WMSE studio, Saebra and Carlyle, and
you.
band. Y'all want to go around and introduce yourselves on the mic?
I'm Saebra.
I'm Carlyle.
I'm Mary Joy.
I'm Joe.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks.
All right, so I know you all have been in the Milwaukee music scene for quite some time, like most of you for over 10 years. What all projects have you been involved in, current, past, that people would be familiar with?
I don't think they'd be familiar with it. I did a solo project for a long time because nobody wanted to play with me. And I hassled him for 10 years to play with me, and then he finally did, so we did this. But I know these two have been in other outfits that people would recognize. I know, like Joe's been in Sinbad, and Mary's been in Fox Face, amongst other things.
Okay, cool. You all came together as a four-piece super kind of recently. I know, Mary Jo, you've been playing with Saebra and Carlyle for a little bit. But
Yeah, my first show was back in March.
Okay, so you've been
I
involved.
joined
since March.
yesterday.
Welcome, Joe.
You're going to ask if the song New Guy was about Joe.
It's always about the new guy.
Listening to the lyrics, it became apparent. It was about something else.
Classic.
So a question on my mind, the album's been out for about a month and it's not streaming anywhere online as far as I could find anyway.
Saturday.
Is that, oh really? It's going to be streaming eventually.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. We just did it, Sunday?
Yeah, we did it Sunday.
And it was like, it'll take 5 or 6 days to process. Like, oh, great.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, I thought maybe that was like a deliberate strategy, like you wanted people to buy the record or else you can't hear it.
I mean,
I just like, I let...
Strategic people.
Yeah.
It's just like, we like people to like buy, like be present,
Yeah.
because a lot of things revolve around the internet and numbers and streaming and all of that. And so it's important for us to connect on the real, like the reality of it, the basis of it, which is like, being able to hand that album over to somebody. And instead of somebody just like, looking it up. But it will be online, streaming soon.
Okay.
Promise.
Assuming people can find the LP at your
If they
your
can
shows.
spell our names, maybe.
Do you want to do that for everyone?
Saebra.
Carlyle.
Okay, nice.
Is the record available at shops around town yet or?
Yeah, you can get it at Rushmore.
Okay.
And we need to drop it off to Acme, but we haven't yet.
Oh, I thought we had.
Did we? No. We're not good at that stuff. We need a manager.
We forgot
The
them.
wheels are in motion.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
forgot to
know.
bring them here.
But
Or I forgot to
definitely
bring 'em
Rushmore
here.
if you want to get them there. You can pick them up at Rushmore.
Okay. So you all have been releasing singles, a whole bunch of singles up until the point of this full length. So which leads me to wonder, are you sitting on like a bunch more singles that you haven't recorded yet that you're
We
ready
actually are sitting on the second album right now.
Oh, nice.
You actually heard part of the second album today.
Which song?
Those past 3 songs.
Oh,
1, 2,
wow.
3, 4 is part of Wild at Heart. But
Okay.
the first 3 are part of the next album.
Okay. Do you already have plans in motion for when you're going to put out album number 2?
Probably the next fall.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have to like, we took so long to get Wild at Heart out that we need to like, focus on getting that out, even though we're like totally writing the second album now.
Okay. So first record, did you record it here in Milwaukee or did
Yeah.
you?
We recorded with Shane
Mhm.
at Hall Street Recordings.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
He's the go-to guy.
He's the go-to guy for a reason, yes.
Cool,
He's
cool.
amazing.
So talented.
Yeah.
Did you know right away you just wanted to go straight to vinyl with the first one?
Yeah, vinyl outsold CDs for the first time in like 20 years, I think it was. So it's like, that's what everybody buys like that. It's just the cool thing to do, Vinyls are it.
It's either that or cassette.
Yeah.
It's vinyls, vinyls and then streaming.
Yeah,
So
very cool.
CDs are no longer.
No. Well, looking at our
It's a whole wall right here.
we'll see. We'll see.
Sorry,
They're
guys.
It might
still
turn into
there.
I
vinyl.
need to turn these all into vinyl.
Yeah, presto.
We try. So as I mentioned, anybody that's seen you live knows that you put on an amazing show. I'm wondering if you have any inspirations as far as just being a rock and roll front woman.
That's directed at you. I'm not a woman.
No, I look at you because you call me Axl Rose all the time. He shows me all these like old videos of Axl Rose like tossing mics around and acting like a chicken with his head cut off. And he's like, "This is you," and I'm like, "Great, thank you. Hope I don't look
That's
like
a
him."
compliment. That's,
Yeah.
I would say.
Not present day Axl Rose, like
right.
80s Axl
Yeah.
Rose,
Okay.
early 90s. But yeah, I mean, like the inspiration, it just got like, I don't know, something takes over me, and like I just like I don't know, whoever that is on stage, that's somebody else. I mean, I'm pretty wild in real life, but like there's something that happens on stage where it's just like you just let go and you gotta put on a show.
So could you name like maybe like one or two of your favorite concerts that you've ever been to?
Yeah, Lizzo at Summerfest this summer.
That was wild.
She's super. I don't know. Everybody's kind of hating on her right now because she had her butt out at the basketball game, which is really funny. But
I didn't hear about
I think
that.
she's just so. Well, people are just like, oh, I've had enough of her and like whatever. But it's like the thing about her, she's all inclusive. So you get to, you know, I don't know. I never really understood like fangirling and like going to a show and being like, oh my God, I need to see this. Like I have a bunch of friends who are like Alkaline Trio weirdos that like love Alkaline Trio. And I just don't get it. And then like I saw Lizzo and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Like when you feel like you're part of something and you feel like, oh, okay, she's talking about what I feel like. And she's on there and she's wearing these bodysuits that aren't normally acceptable for, you know, people with weight on them to wear, and she's wearing them and being confident, and like you can see her being grateful on stage, and it's just this symbiotic reaction to like the whole thing. So it's like that really moved us. We both went this summer and that really moved us a lot. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of concerts that affect me because I'm usually just jealous. I'm like, I want to be up there. I can't stand it. I'm like, I want to be up there.
Yeah.
But Lizzo was the first person that like actually got me to be like, wow, this is what it's about.
It was very inspirational.
I understood being on the other side of the audience. You know, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Any? Because I feel like I've never asked that question. And
I listened to a lot of things. For concerts, I mean,
Yeah.
Lizzo was awesome. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love going to shows, but like I'm in her boat too. Like I just like start to shake and like I gotta get on the stage. Like I want to do that. So,
I think that's a good sign.
yeah.
You guys ever see a concert that moved you?
Iron Maiden,
Ooh.
Summerfest 2012.
Wow.
Bruce Dickinson,
Were you waiting to
and
say this?
Pyrotechnics. Yes, I've been holding like, please be.
Amazing.
I only go to basement shows, but every single one is the best.
Yes.
Nice.
Good answer.
Cool.
Show beats us all.
So cool, man.
So you guys just went to California. You did like a West Coast tour, I think.
Yeah, we
Like-
did it was our first tour, and we did a huge West Coast tour, and everybody told us we were insane for doing that for our very first tour.
Yeah.
It's a little insane.
No, but it was actually amazing.
It was amazing.
It's crazy. Every like food, hotel, and gas were paid for the whole way,
Amazing.
and it's like it's unheard of. So
Yeah.
like we feel like it was a very ambitious first tour, but very successful because we were able to like supply for ourselves.
That's
and,
really
and
great.
everyone maintained a positive attitude, which is the
Yes.
best thing. Like a lot of bands don't
Because
do
those
that.
drives were long and
Yeah.
hard. It was not like 4 hours here, 4 hours there. We were doing 9, 10, 11, 12-hour drives every day. It was van, venue, hotel, van. And it was just, that was it for
Yeah.
two weeks.
We were like eating breakfast in the morning before we got in the van, and that was like our one real meal of the day.
Big country breakfast.
Gotta fuel up for the day.
Yeah, we eat the big country breakfast and we get on the road.
That's a good plan of attack. No wonder it worked out so well.
Yeah, you just eat breakfast in the morning. Everything's fine, kids.
Yeah. So I heard on the tour, or saw on the tour, you got to meet somebody that you've got on your hat, Green Bay Packers,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Tell me about that.
Where
How did
was
that
that?
No,
happen?
those weren't actually Green Bay Packers. They were
Oh,
just
no.
people wearing jerseys.
Oh, you should have lied.
No!
It was Donald Driver and Leroy Butler.
Dang. Well, that's cool.
They love Saebra and Carlyle. Packers endorse Saebra and
Aaron
Carlyle.
Rodgers was
You heard it
taking
here
the
first.
photo.
Heard it here first.
That would have been really cool, though.
No, that would have been super cool. But there are Packer fans everywhere. And we actually
great.
played San Diego the day that the Packers were in San Diego playing
But
the
it's a
LA
terrible
Rams.
game.
We lost big time.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's what we get for being on tour.
All right.
Is that where you ran into the fans in San Diego? or-
At the Big Country Breakfast. We went out to eat for
That was-
breakfast, and they were out
was
eating
Long-
It
before
was
the
in
game.
Long Beach, yeah, but
Southern
still.
California.
Yeah.
No, we were in San Diego.
It was Long Beach.
We were headed to Long Beach. I don't know. It's a blur.
We were here in California.
We were in California.
We were in California. Rocking and rolling, baby.
So recently, the Milwaukee Film Festival, you guys won the grand prize for the Milwaukee
We did.
Music Video Show for Rabbit Hole,
We
Yeah.
did.
which is amazing. I love that video.
Thank you.
I'm just kind of wondering who came up with the concept for that.
So Brian Cluin came to me, who's the director of the video, and he was he had submitted his videos to the film festival for 6 years, and he never got in. And he came to me and he was like, I've listened to your music. I want to shoot a one take video where we did that whole video in one take. There's no stops, there's no edits. Everything is done in one. And I said, okay. And from there, me and him developed this idea, and we got to use my boss from Good Kind, her house, Katie Rose. We used her house, which is this like old historic mansion that has like multiple levels and multiple staircases. So we were able to use that, and we pretty much came up and formulated the whole thing within a month and did it in one day, and it paid off.
Yeah, definitely. That is a super cool house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super nice to do that. And it was special to me too, because Brian allowed me to like be creative with it. Like he had ideas, and I was like, no, we need. It was kind of like a political statement in a way, where all the like, pretty much what we did was to just portray, the world today and like how it's changing. And so it was nice to do that in one take and have this like creative, powerful force, and have a director who's a male like listen to me and evolve our ideas. And what you see is what happened. It's magic.
How many takes did you have to do before you
11.
nailed it?
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pretty long day.
It was a long day. And the thing is, I had to run. So like to shoot this specific video, it was done in a special camera where we had to do the song at twice the speed. So I'm actually running at full speed around everywhere. But then when it's played back, it looks normal, but also dreamy like quality.
Yeah.
So it's like I was around. They were like hanging out in the room at the end, just like drinking and eating pizza and just waiting for their like 10 seconds to like do it. And I'm just like running up and down the stairs, like, okay, guys, I can do it.
It's not a slow song either.
Yeah, and what
No.
you see is the last take of the day. The last take of the day
Wow.
was the video,
Amazing.
right before the sunset.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of dark inside the house, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's towards the end of the day.
It was our last shot at at doing it,
okay.
and that was the one.
Well, good job.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Everybody
We're really
out there in
proud of
Radio
it.
Land, check out that
Yeah.
video. It is amazing.
It's really neat.
How are we gonna top that one?
We'll find a way.
You'll think of something.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of like, collaborating and working with artists in Milwaukee, you often collaborated with Abby Jean, and last year you put out a 7-inch with her. Is there any plans to further collaborate with her with any new songs coming up in 2020?
I don't ever want to say no.
Yeah.
I know I'm over splits right now. We've had 2, and I just would rather put out an album.
Awesome.
We
Okay.
get to play with her in Minneapolis at the 7th Street entry on
Cool.
the 19th of December. So this month in Minneapolis. So if you're there,
Yeah.
the 7th Street entry. It's like where Prince got his start.
Yeah.
So it's like super exciting to be able to play that stage with her.
Mm.
She's like really taken us under her wing and allowed us to like do great things early on in our career of doing this.
Yeah, it's really cool when local bands kind of form like bonds together and
Yeah.
kind of do their thing together and become, I don't know, a bigger snowball.
Yeah.
Rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
Milwaukee
she's-
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been very supportive. It's awesome.
It's amazing. Okay, well, we should get you back out there for your
Sure.
second set. You've got 2 more songs for us,
Yeah.
including Rabbit Hole, which is what you're
Yeah,
going to kick
Rabbit
off
Hole's
with.
coming up next, that video.
Sweet.
Thanks.
All right, Saebra and Carlyle, we'll hear more from them in just a moment. Do not go anywhere.
C.org.
All right, you are tuned into WMSE's Local Live. Our guest tonight, Saebra and Carlyle. We just finished chatting to them, and now they're going to dig into their second set. So once again, live from the Bob and Genie Friedman Live Performance Studio, we bring you Saebra and Carlyle.
I can see it in your eyes.
This is Abby Jean, and you're listening to 91.7 FM WMSE in Milwaukee.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's edition of Local Live on WMSE. Local Live is a production of WMSE Radio, recorded and broadcast live from the Bob and Genie Friedman Live Performance Studio on the downtown campus of the Milwaukee School of Engineering. Local Live is produced by Erin Wolf and Cal Roach and engineered by Billy Cicerelli. All video by Moleskin Productions. Hospitality for Local Live artists is provided by Cedar Teeth Pizza, who can be found online at cedarteeth.com, Anodyne Coffee Roasting Company at anodynecoffee.com, and by Sprecher Brewing Company at spreckerbrewery.com. For Local Live videos, follow us at WMSE Milwaukee on YouTube. For upcoming guests and archives of past Local Live performances, visit WMSE.org. And tune in again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. for another edition of Local Live.